Boom shakalaka, a huge Bitcoin breakout. If this continues, could almost double the price. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, huge Bitcoin breakout above $100,000 once again. If this continues, looks like 165 to 175 in the cards very soon. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017 when there were like 5 crypto YouTube channels total. Now, today, Fear and Greed Index at 75, up from last week's neutral into greed territory. Not extreme greed yet, but getting pretty darn close. The overall market up 3% today. Bitcoin at 102.140, Ethereum at 34.21, XRP 3.29, Solana 2.16, BNB 7.22, Dogecoin 41 cents, Cardano $1.12, and Tron 24 cents. Now, Bitcoin breaking above $100,000. You might note there is a nice little double bottom formation in here. If we can break above the confirmation point where price is right now at about $102,000, well, then there's a 97% chance for 40% gains. There is also some resistance at a previous all-time high, $108,000. But doesn't that kind of look like a butthole? I mean, I'm not going to draw the rest of it there for you guys. But anyways, if we take a look, this is a family channel, right? Anyways, we'll have to delete that. My goodness. Now, if we take a look at the previous 2 times Bitcoin has broken out of consolidation, these are the bar patterns for the last 2 times that happened. Now, take a look at where price ends up. $165,000 by March, beginning of March, March 6th, or $175,000 by the end of April, which would be in time for sell in May and go away. So very interesting time for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has tested $100,000, 1, 2, this would be the 3rd, maybe the 4th time, depending upon how you look at it, maybe the 5th time, depending upon how you look at it. But could this be the time it breaks through? It's certainly possible. This was the last presidential election for Bitcoin. Going into the inauguration, there was panic, and then the inauguration happened, and everything was fine. Price went up. Pretty much the same identical thing we're seeing right now. Panic, and then inauguration, price goes up. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin miner Mara commemorates President Trump's upcoming inauguration by embedding his portrait in a Bitcoin block. It will be there forever, for all of recorded history, for everyone who's ever going to take a look. They'll take a look at block 879.613 and take a look at that nice pomp we got going on. Now, this is basically what Bitcoin does. We could have a very, very sudden move because Bitcoin likes to consolidate a lot and then very sharp moves over a couple days. Consolidation, a very sharp move. And again, so we just had a nice small consolidation. Could have another continuation coming very soon. As a matter of fact, the timing on this Bitcoin pump is literally perfect. Every post-halving, the total market cap breakout exactly 266 days after the halving. Take a look. Boom, boom, and that's where we are right now, right after a small consolidation phase. You have no idea how crazy things are going to get. Could be huge stuff coming. Now, as of right now, long-term holders are starting to feel greedy again as Bitcoin reclaims $100,000. This may be the one potential downside for maybe why price might not take off immediately. Willie Woo mentioned this last week. He said it could be worthwhile taking a cautious approach over the next few months because risk is peaking for the first time this cycle. Now, last cycle when it peaked, price came down a little bit and then took off once again. But also there's a ton of profit in coins that have been selling and plenty more profit taking to go before the SOPR is properly reset back down to 0, which is where it got before Bitcoin took off the last time, and the time before that dipped below 0 as well. So there's the possibility where we may not stay above $100,000. But if we do, if Bitcoin breaks out here, we have this double bottom, the next stop would be $120,000, and then it'll continue much, much more because we are breaking out of massive sideways megaphone structure. The previous 2 times this happened, we had very, very steep breakouts for Bitcoin, very big price pumps for Bitcoin. We've waited very long for this cycle. Right now, this trendline resistance is at $220,000, but it could go much much higher. I don't know about you, but things are looking very similar to 2017 when we had a sweet blow off top. And this is like the pause at $2,000 before it went up to $20,000, 10x from there. But if we take a look at this chart comparing Bitcoin 2017 and now 2025, it turns out that the daily correlation is over 90%. And if price does continue, that's a big if, but take a look at this. It actually goes all the way up to $1 million this cycle. John McAfee will not have to eat his own you-know-what. And we can have a national or an international John McAfee day when Bitcoin hits $1 million. And that just looks like the tip of the iceberg, because should things keep going in the direction they are, there's likely going to be a giant alt season once this Bitcoin dominance falls off, finishing roughly around November of 2021. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, we have a bunch of crypto price predictions for 2025. As a matter of fact, we called the exact XRP price $2 and change back when it was like 40 cents 4 months before it happened. So check out that playlist right up there. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.